Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and with me in studio tonight is Patricia Benedict, and we are going to talk about Colin McDonald Greene. And she has a whole lot of questions, and maybe you can fill in the blanks and in the comment section of YouTube and help us out so we can move forward with this particular matter. Welcome into the studio, Patricia.
Miss Veronica, yes, hi, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
My condolences. It's the anniversary of Colin McDonald Greene's death. Today is the 13th of November, 2023.
Yes.
2 years of his passing. I would always remember for many reasons. Yes, Miss Veronica, I'm just going to there's so many questions I want to ask. I need to speak to his sister, Miss Andrea Miller. And who were the on-duty officers who discovered him? Who were the suspects in custody? Was Greene in a cell by himself? A doctor was immediately summoned. I'm reading from the first page of the one of the papers.
Right. Okay.
Okay. What kind of examinations? Who was the other man Greene was allegedly in an altercation with?
Oh, he was in an altercation with someone?
That's what. Yes,
I see.
Yes, that's what it says.
I see.
And on the 31st of October, 2021. Who proof? What proof? He said at Savannah Hotel. Who was the officer called his sister and said that he tested positive and he was staying at Savannah Hotel? What did he turn himself in, Miss Veronica? On the Friday, he said he got a test. He could be coming out soon. He would be coming out soon. Was it Friday, the 5th of November, 2021? He called, his sister said he called from Hastings and said he was there, and police from Central Police Station have come and talked to him. It was after the telephone encounter things got strange when she received a call that her brother was hospitalized. Why? A couple of hours after I spoke to my brother at Hastings, someone called and told me that he was at hospital with his heart, getting an ECG. Who was the person that called her? The sister said he never had any heart problems, Miss Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
Why was the family immediately contacted? Why wasn't the family immediately contacted? Why was he already in a body bag? That's when they said he allegedly died at, say, 12 o'clock in the night. And at 3:25 a.m., they contacted the family. Why it took so long? If the person dead, why didn't they contact them immediately? And why have them in a body bag? Why didn't they want to see the family to see the whole body? Why? And that person is he the only coroner? You know what I mean? On the island.
You mean the coroner, Gravney Bannister?
Coroner, yeah.
The coroner, yeah.
Isn't that a conflict of interest? That's what I'm asking. So wait.
You have to explain. You have to explain the conflict of interest. You're saying that he was what?
I don't know, because is he the one? Let me ask you, is he was the one who's also the magistrate of the court? Because I know he's was he the magistrate of the court presiding over? I think he was presiding over the matter too. The Miss Veronica, there's so much things that and I would like to bring to the public's attention. Remember when I spoke to you about Herbert? I thought it was husband's, but Inspector Herbert?
Yes.
You remember that?
I think I do.
Yeah. Now, at that time, you may have told you that 3 persons purporting to be an Inspector Herbert.
Oh, yes.
Now, here we are in 2000 and March 15, 2023. There's a Superintendent Herbert recommended that prison cells should be. I think he was the one who did the investigations. Superintendent Herbert cannot be trusted. Cannot be trusted, Miss Veronica. He's the same one, and I don't know what he was at that time, because he told there were 3 people at that time in 2021 when I was
slow down.
The same time.
Okay, slow down.
The same time. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
The same time with Colin McDonald Greene matter. He was the same one purporting to be, he and two others purporting to be the same person.
Okay.
And he cannot be trusted. So now he's a superintendent. He's the superintendent. But how long? But was he always the superintendent, or he just got promotion 2 years ago or whatever? But Ms. Veronica, there's a lot of things that do not make sense here. I rushed it, and I think the outside police should get involved. I
don't think they have jurisdiction, because what's his name? Colin McDonald Greene is not a foreign citizen. He's a Barbadian citizen. It's not as though it's
yes. I know, Miss Veronica. I know, but the government or whoever could ask for someone outside to investigate. That's what you don't seem to understand.
What government? The Barbados government?
They could ask for help.
Yeah, but what? But I'm asking you why. I'm asking you why. Why?
Because some of those things are cover up, and the police did not investigate that. They did not investigate Colin McDonald Greene's matter.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think the government wants to ask for help, because they could, sometimes you can call for help, and then the people start looking at you. You're calling for help, and they say, well, did you do this? And instead of they're looking at the person that you're complaining about, they're focused on you. So I think that Barbados have a lot of that. It's like nobody could tell each other to come back, because everyone has skeletons. So they gotta be careful, reaching out, asking for help.
Miss Verica, they ain't got nothing to do. I don't care who the Prime Minister think got skeletons. That has nothing to do with me. I tell you what I see. I tell you I have no conflict of interest,
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the I'm just saying I'm talking about the part where you say that someone in Barbados, especially the higher ups, should call for ask for help, and I'm saying that they may not see themselves as needing help. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but you see, you saying one thing. I am telling you, this is a cover up. This is a cover up, and what do you call the witnesses? What's character witnesses, Miss Veronica? When you hear, because they had character witnesses who says that Colin McDonald Greene told them that his girlfriend was singing, had somebody on him. That doesn't make sense. Who are they? Who are the character witnesses? Who are the character? If they never mention their names, who are they? This is a cover up by the police.
It has to be people like you. Okay, it will have to be citizens of Barbados who want the police that they pay, because the citizens and the ones who work and pay taxes pay the police. They will have to rise up and maybe create some sort of auxiliary board or whatever to police the police. They will have to. But
it's just like Ayakobe Maloney's death, Miss Veronica. It was a cover. When I read what I said, when the person that one of the big officer said, "Oh, he had looked suicidal," I said to myself, when did he ever become a psychiatrist to say that the man looks suicidal? Selwyn Blues Night. All those people matters.
You need Bajans, though.
They would have
Barbadians.
They do not investigate their own. They do not
investigate
their own, and they do not investigate anything that has to do with them, Ms. Veronica.
Barbados is a sovereign country, is a republic, and it has to get the citizens need to come together and say, we need to put somebody together to police the police. We have to have something to police the police, so that when something goes wrong and they hear people like you on my show or any show talking about someone is gone, someone died, and you don't understand how and why, and you need it to be investigated, they will come to play. But I cannot I cannot see anyone coming from out of Barbados to investigate
I don't
to
like
him.
I don't like to hear you see the net. I don't like listen to me, right? I different from you. And what I know, you in the States, what I know, you say you don't see nobody. But I see though. You may not see what I know and I see. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is and this professor Marina Lashley. I don't know if she's any relations to Michael Lashley, a Bayesian psychologist expert in Canada, explained that incarceration caused people to feel they were losing control of their lives and eventually believing they have a few, if any, options. They feel boxed in. Miss Veronica, I rushed this thing, right? I rushed this thing because I needed to pay tribute some way or the other to Colin McDonald Greene today and his 2-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. I did.
Right.
Because I know I was dealing with Miss Jane Goddard stuff and every other thing.
Right.
And the family has to come out. My
yes,
telephone
they do.
number is 247-4800.
Yes, they do.
I cannot do it alone.
You can't. They do have to come out. They do. And citizens have to form. Citizens have to come together to police the police. It has to happen.
Yes. This is a cover. This is a cover up. This is a blank. And Mr. Herbert was in charge of investigations. The same one that purported to be 3 persons. That Irwin Boyce and them had somewhere, and he's supposed to be in Holetown. Was supposed to be in Holetown around the same time. You know what I'm saying? Around the same time he was supposed to be in Holetown. That's the same time he was purporting to be. There was purporting to be 3 persons, 3 Inspector Herberts at that time. So I don't know how he got the rank as superintendent. I don't know if it recently. There's a lot too much cover up in the police force, and they would never.
Let me ask you a question.
Never see one person.
But let me ask you a question. Let's say the government. Let's say you. We're talking about you now. You thought that the government went rogue. The government was really not working well for the people. Would you want them to do? Would you want the Americans to do like they did in Grenada, come in and like, shoot up the place and take me and Motley out and put someone in?
Would you could be that word shootation is a word.
Would you want, if you thought that Barbados was not going in the right direction and it was really, really like crooked and everyone and the government was criminal, would you want a foreign government to come in and take Mia or whoever is in power out and put someone in? Would you want that?
No, Miss Renica, listen to me, right? I know what you answered you said to me, and I do not have an answer for that.
Okay.
I only have answer for facts.
Okay.
If I had anything on the Prime Minister, I could have a question mark on the AG. Trust me, I have the question containing to Colin McDonald.
It was just a hypothetical. It was a hypothetical. That was a hypothetical.
About the Prime Minister.
I didn't say I don't know anything about her. It was just a hypothetical question. That's all it was.
No, I cannot answer it because if I am sure, listen to me, I would not hesitate. If I was sure about something, I wouldn't. I don't like speculating about nothing, and really, I don't know.
Okay, if you're sure about something, you will want a foreign government to come in and take over.
But I have a question mark on the AG for many reasons.
But you didn't answer me. If you're sure about something, would you want a foreign government to come in and fix things according to them, or you? Would you want someone to come in and take charge in Barbados?
Because to a certain extent, yes, Ms. Veronica, because we had that discussion. Home Affairs Minister have 8 or 9 what do you call it?
Departments.
Things he's doing at once.
No. But those are departments, and they have permanent secretaries, and they have other people, and they probably give him a report at the end of every quarter or whatever.
No. He's got too many things running. He's running the country. I'm really upset with the Prime Minister now, and the AG, especially the AG too, where I'm not moving away from Colin McDonald Greene. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Because when the AG leaves, and the Home Affairs Minister should never be acting AG. I have a serious problem with that, Miss Veronica. And they have to stop entertaining Home Affairs Minister Wilfred Abraham, and he needs to go. He's the problem there. All that thing you call him McDonald Greene that's not being investigated properly. He is him. He's one of the persons in there that's doing that nonsense and has always been doing in the whole town.
All you can hope then is that he has some sort of illegal action. He has done something illegal in the United States, and when he travels to the United States, they'll hold him. That's about.
Yes, they're gonna pick him up.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
Minister Wilfred Abraham, I tell you.
Yeah, that's the best you can hope for.
Jock said that he's been on the radar in 2000.
Yeah, but that's the best you can hope for a foreign government to hold him while he's there.
Mr. Home Affairs Minister Wilfred Abraham could go to the States and prance around, and they don't nab him.
Well, that's the best. I think that's the best you can hope for.
If he's out of office, I think when you're a minister, they can't touch you.
Yes, they can, because they took the prime minister of a country recently. Is it the Bahamas or one of those countries? And he went on. He was traveling on a diplomatic passport, but he was doing illegal stuff, and they held him. They took it. The
prime minister needs to send him on a trip to the U.S.
Okay. Yeah, that would be the best bet if he has something illegal going on in the U.S. They'll hold him.
But they have to watch his accounts, Miss Veronica.
Yeah.
They have to watch his accounts. I mean, I don't want to think against.
Well, let's talk about Colin. Yeah. So you have a lot of questions,
I need the family. I need the family.
I think that's
know if the family are being threatened by anybody. Because who are the lawyers? Who are the new lawyers? Because what they do is that the police tell the lawyers, tell them don't speak to nobody and don't do this and don't do that.
Yeah. But they're welcome. They're welcome to contact me.
The family will be stupid enough if they want answers and they're letting people hold them back when I could help them.
Yeah, they're welcome to call me. They're welcome to call you. And
247-4800.
Yeah.
They need. I can get to the bottom of this,
right.
But there's certain things that do not add up. And Stephen Herbert, I know him. He's been a lot of illegal stuff that for a few years down in Holetown.
Okay.
Miss Veronica, that's it. And my condolences once again goes out to the family. And in the next few weeks, when I have chance, I'm really gonna. I just rushed the question.
Right, because, we know it's busy. It's a busy time.
This need to be, and this really need the characteristic witnesses that really has me.
Mm-hmm.
Character witnesses are the witness people that they put in there. Who are they? You can't just say they get character. They had statements. Mr. Bannister said they had statements on the character witnesses, and nobody know who they are. Mm-hmm. We got to know who are those. Who are those people? And if anybody remember that day and who was in custody, any family member or friends, even friends,
mm-hmm.
know who was in custody that day inside that cell, give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get to the bottom of those things. We got to get to the bottom of Ayakobi Maloney, and I would like them to call you.
Yeah.
7 Blues Night, Ayakobi Maloney, Miss Charleston, anybody that has had people deceased in the hands, but in police care, call you.
Yeah, but with regards,
I got so much things to do for people.
With regards tonight,
I would love to help everybody.
Marlene threw her hat in. She's done with that. She just gave up.
No, they never investigated that. The police do not investigate the police.
And she knows that.
Who are lawyers? I never liked him.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Mr. Affley, whatever his name.
I have no idea.
A lot of issues with Miss Affley. The one you said that was allegedly in the court.
Whatever.
Yeah,
but I didn't even know he was an attorney. But okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was a preacher.
They have to stop using high-profile attorneys. Some of them I would not even. Some of them. The big name don't say nothing. some of the big name, them big lawyers don't say a thing, Miss Veronica, because I see them. I, Patricia Benedict, see them for who they really are.
I agree.
But that's all I have to say, though.
Okay.
I just really upset because wasn't investigated properly, and Mr. Bannister and everybody, whoever, somebody has to come in to investigate the police, Mr. Bannister findings, the coroner. What do you know what I mean? The coroner. Sorry, coroner, and everybody else. Because I could show people they cover up. They cover up. Look, I let me just give you one example. I was unlawfully arrested. Right? I had a statement and a medical report for the two women of St. Secret's Property Owners Inc. and her daughter to get arrested. You know what they did? A doctor from the medical center wrote up a report for Kaijo Landro. You know, so you see what I'm getting at?
Like I said, you do something. You do something thinking someone's going to come to your rescue, and then it turns back and hits you right in the face. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful.
I hope this could come out tonight because just to remember Mr. Colin, and I will always remember Mr. Colin McDonald Greene.
Okay, yeah.
So that's it, Miss.
Okay, thank you. This is Sherry Veronica, Naked Departure Radio.